Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
We are a nation in decline.
Experts are preparing for what is known as Disease X, or the next pandemic.
What we are seeing is a revolution against the system.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rise and Grind, live with you every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, to go over the news and events of the day in the morning time before we get going. And today we're going to be talking about TikTok, the Eclipse, and other news, some politics and whatnot. And look forward to it. Today's March 13th, 2024. Wow. And this is where we're at. We're going to start with a little bit of finance here in a moment. Good morning, RMU and Quiet Toad. Good morning, everybody else. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Kai. How you doing? What's happening? All right. Well, we're going to go full speed ahead here, go over a few things, and then get on with it. I may do another live tonight, so make sure that you are subscribed. You've got your notifications on wherever you like to watch, and you'll get notified if I do put out another video or go live later in the day, in the evening. And so just so you know, because the news don't stop. I'll tell you that. One moment. All right, let's get on with it. Good morning, Christy. Good to see you. We're going to talk a little bit about finance to start here. It's being acknowledged that Boeing's problems are a problem for the entire airline industry, and I can imagine why. A lot of people might not realize that Boeing is like the tip of the spear when it comes to aerospace in a lot of ways, especially in the ways of how other aerospace companies work. So they sort of set the standard for what's expected and required for suppliers down the road. And so when you see what's all these issues with Boeing, and you have this kind of a trickle down policy effect, if you will, you have to wonder about these other companies, right? So the airline industry is facing quite the storm here. So stocks are opened and mixed. Gold is up to $2,177.60. Oil $79.04. Silver is approaching $25 quite quickly. It's up 2% today. Wow. And Bitcoin is at $72,829.20. I think overnight it high-fived 73,000. Yeah. Going all the way up to $73,553. And wowzers. So Bitcoin still has a lot of steam behind it. We'll see how long it lasts. But it did dip down all the way down to below 72,000 not too long ago. So, well, we will see. We'll keep our eyes on these things. Most definitely. I tell you what. In other news, in finance, in the financial world, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar are going to be closing nearly 1,000 discount stores. I told you we'd be expecting some news, Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, more stores closing. 1,000 is a lot. And New York Post wrote an article on this. Here's what they say. Let's get a little share going here. They say Dollar Tree is planning to close nearly 1,000 stores collectively between its namesake general discount stores and subsidiary chain, Family Dollar. Family Dollar will close 600 locations in the first half of 2024 and 370 stores over the next several years as store leases expire, the company said Wednesday. Wow. So this comes after reporting a net loss of $1.71 billion Wednesday. Whoa. Dollar Tree, which bought Family Dollar for $8.5 billion in 2015, will also be closing 30 stores as the leases expire. And here's what they say. The CEO, Rick Drayling, quote, "Our biggest problem right now is getting enough merchandise into the stores fast enough so the consumer can respond," said CEO Rick Drayling, adding that Family Dollar was continuing to be hurt by macroeconomic uncertainties. Dollar stores have suffered in recent months as consumer spending habits have shifted, favoring e-commerce platforms such as Temu, the Chinese app that has ballooned in popularity, for offering everyday must-haves on the app for as low as 99 cents. I don't use that. Do you guys use Temu? Temu? I don't even know how to say it. I certainly don't. Okay. It says here that in November, Dollar Tree, which operates more than 16,700 stores, including 8,400 plus Family Dollar locations, has said it will be reviewing its Family Dollar business, including potentially shutting down these stores to return growth. Pretty significant here. And wowzers. We also have IBM coming out and saying they're cutting jobs in marketing and communications per CNBC. That's IBM. And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but I think this could be attributed possibly to AI. AI is capable of really enhancing businesses' capabilities in marketing, for instance. So it could be attributed to that. And we'll probably see more of this as we keep as companies keep utilizing AI to analyze their data. They might be able to reduce some jobs. And here we go: AI taking over jobs, robots taking jobs, robots with integrated AI taking jobs. It's going to be a transition here eventually. My gosh. Elon Musk came out and said something about AI yesterday. He said that AI will probably be smarter than humans. Not just that. He said, quote, "AI will probably be smarter than any single human next year. By 2029, AI is probably smarter than all humans combined." That's so fast. This is progressing very quickly, AI. And I don't think there's any stopping it. It's the wild thing. Wild thing. What do we got in the chats here? Hello, Left Maryland. Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in here. Left Maryland says, "Vince, I have a topic I'd like you to cover. Crypto wallets. What are they? What one to have and how do they work?" The very beginner. Shit. Okay. I could possibly do that. I'm not a crypto expert, but I could do research and put something together and post a video. I do know how to buy and sell crypto. I do have wallets, and I've known for a long time, so I'm not completely in the dark. And a lot of people, I think, I was talking to another friend, and she's like, Bitcoin, I feel like I'm being left in the dark, but I don't know. Like, we're fine, right? We don't need this. We don't need it, right? And it's I can relate, but I think that it's an integral part of the world now, and I don't think there's any avoiding that. As far as which, I'm not, by the way, this isn't financial advice. This is just an average guy's opinion on the internet. Okay. So take it at face value. It's an integral part of society now, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon. especially with the amount of support that's gotten behind it in the stock markets globally, right? They just are going to start trading it in stock exchanges globally, and it's being rolled out slowly. We covered that yesterday. And right here, I have this from Watcher Guru on X on Bitcoin. It says BlackRock and Fidelity now hold 331,560 Bitcoin, worth over $23.4 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Okay, so this is all fuel behind Bitcoin. That's just Bitcoin. All the other coins sort of fall underneath that in a way. But Bitcoin largely drives the crypto markets, but there are a lot of coins in development. There's a lot of other uses for different various coins. And it appears this might be kind of this is something they're using as a store of value. It's being traded bigly. I mean, look at the prices right now. With that said, do I trust it? Do I think it's all good? Do I think it's decentralized and it's going to change the world and the fiat currency is going to be no more and all our problems are going to be fixed by Bitcoin? No. Will it create a lot of millionaires? Yes. And a lot of people became millionaires over the past couple of weeks in the last rally, especially those altcoins people. And, the altcoins are other types of cryptocurrencies that are out there. And a lot of people are putting money behind all of those, which in a way contributes to the price of Bitcoin, right? So in a weird roundabout way, I think it does. I think it increases liquidity because they oftentimes will, it adds to the crypto market in general. Let's just say that. So I don't think it's a bad thing to invest in crypto. Not investment, I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't think it's bad to invest in crypto, but I think that it's weird that we don't know who created Bitcoin and there's so much support behind it. Chris Large points this out really, and I never even thought of this. It's like, so we don't know all the details behind Bitcoin yet. It's allowed to be traded in the stock market like this with all these ETFs. Everything else traded on the stock market, everything about it. You're required to. Your shareholders are demanding to know everything about it. Everything, like who created it and whatnot, right? So isn't it a little weird that and when I bring this up, crypto people get mad at me. They're like, then don't buy it, Vince. If you don't like crypto, then why don't you just go away and don't buy it? You don't have to buy it. No one's twisting your arm to buy it. And it's not that. It's just an observation. Okay. So I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, yeah, maybe we'll do a show on that. All right, let's see. Christy says, I think the best investment for anyone is to invest in yourself, meaning know what you can offer locally in a pinch. Make friends locally so you know who uses what items, products, pay attention. Yeah, that's a good one. Shake hands with your neighbors. That there's something to say for that, no doubt. And of course, we could start talking about physical assets, right? One argument for Bitcoin is, well, when the power goes out, how am I going to access my Bitcoin wallet, right? It's a good point. I don't think we're going to face like a worldwide outage and like not have access to the internet, though. That's just my opinion. I guess it's possible, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. However, it's an argument. And so people oftentimes say, no, Bitcoin's a scam. It's too complicated. I don't want to do it. And which it's not. It's not very complicated. So they say, buy silver, buy gold, buy just traditional stocks and whatnot. But, it's all whatever, different things for different people. But I do know a lot of investors out there say diversification is the key, right? So I think there's something to that. I wouldn't put all your eggs into your favorite thing. Don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? Don't invest all your money into Bitcoin. It's very risky. Don't invest all your money into silver. It's also very risky. However, it would probably overall hold its value pretty good. regardless, diversification is the best strategy to reduce losses and increase profits over time, maintain your wealth, or create wealth. Anyway, Tesla has remained the most shorted stock in America. Isn't that something? Tesla is the most shorted stock in America. That to me blows my mind. I think that there is something. I think it's Musk derangement syndrome. Elon Musk derangement syndrome. I think that's what it is, because Tesla, I mean, that's like the poster child of everything that seemingly the system wants, right? It's cares about, climate change and this and that and efficiency and the future and innovation. It's like, why is everybody shorting it and it's performing so well historically? It's like, what's going on? Yet, yeah, it's just suspicious. That's what I think. So I think Tesla has a lot of potential. Elon Musk is just killing it on every level. Really, he is. And not that I necessarily trust him with everything, but he is. All right, let me check the chats here. Thank you, Lisa. Forrest says, I play with cryptos. It's been very positive for me. Yeah. It very good. Yeah, I mean, it has huge potential. Like I said, a lot of people became millionaires the past couple of weeks, and I'm not joking. Absolutely. And the thing with all these people getting into crypto, they're not necessarily eager to sell. They have the saying, diamond hands, hold, right? Hodl, hold. That's what they say, because they're committed to all these cryptocurrencies, and they do buy and sell a little bit, but a lot of people, they set it and forget it. They are committed to it, invested in it, and they're not divesting in it. And this makes it go up, 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 especially the bigger money behind it, man. But it's a volatile thing. It's still risky, easy come, easy go, as they say. It's a very volatile market, but overall, I think it's going to trend upward, as we've seen. Look at this, $73,000 a few hours ago. Gosh, wow, 73,000. Hey, Poonslayer, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Not so much about the investment, it's about the nuts and bolts of it. Okay, Left Maryland. Yeah, it is a little, it's a little bit kind of an abstract concept that maybe we could do a live show and just have a casual conversation. I don't know. I'd have to really put it together and try to explain it simply, just in like real simple terms. Maybe, yeah, if you have any more you want to add to that, Left Maryland, just leave a comment and I'll check it out. But yeah, that might be fun. There's a lot of information out there too, by the way. There's a lot, but we have to be careful, right? I mean, yeah, everyone says something different, right? So take everything, take a little bit from everywhere, and hopefully you can figure out the truth. All right, let's talk about TikTok. TikTok's been in the news. This is concerning, I suppose. Yeah. The U.S. House has just approved a bill threatening to ban TikTok if ByteDance refuses to divest. Okay. 114 yays from the Republicans, 83 yays from Democrats. Totals 197 and 29 nays, 1 present. So this is on the motion to suspend the rules and pass as amended. So now it goes on to the next step here. And Speaker Mike Johnson came out and he said, Communist China is America's largest political foe and is using technology to actively undermine America's economy and security. What else does he say here? What's going on, Mike Johnson? He says, he says applications like TikTok allow the Chinese Communist Party to push harmful content to our youth and engage in malign activities, such as harvesting the location, purchasing habits, contacts, and sensitive data sensitive data of Americans. Today's bipartisan vote to pass the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act demonstrates Congress's opposition to communist China's attempts to spy on and manipulate Americans and signals our resolve to deter our enemies. I urge the Senate to pass this bill, and I send it to the president so he could sign the bill into law. That was Speaker Mike Johnson this morning on this matter. What do you guys think about this right now? I'll tell you what I think, but I want to see. What do you guys think about Mike Johnson's stance on this? You know, he says, he says it shows that they're against the Chinese Communist Party's push to, you know, harm us in any way or blah, blah, blah. And he supports it. He wants it passed. What do you think? This is going to be huge because I think we talked about it yesterday a little bit, and people were pointing out they were concerned with the language and how this TikTok bill might not just be affecting TikTok, but that it's a Trojan horse that could affect the internet at large. Is sort of what people are saying. They're saying, you know, it's kind of using a little bit of broad language. It might actually affect the entire internet. It might cause you to not be able to use a VPN. It might cause you not to be able to use certain other applications. They're saying maybe it's some kind of blanket thing, and it's going to actually provide censorship and you know, some like unconstitutionality as far as the First Amendment goes. People are saying all kinds of things like this. Tim Pool said it could shut down Telegram and VPNs, and I think he's trying to dissect this and figure out more things. He kind of pointed out some of this stuff. In the bill they talk about applications in general, and they talk about websites, so meaning that this could be applicable to many websites, and other services. So there's something going on here, and I think it's more than is shown at face value here. I'm gonna go see if Tim Pool's pulled anything else up on this. He kind of reached his feelers out. He says that TikTok should be run by Rumble, and we saw that the Rumble came out and said that they are ready to step in and run TikTok, but still, it's like, this is weird. To me, it's very odd, this whole TikTok situation. But other people are saying, you know, Facebook is just as dangerous, and this website and that website is just as dangerous. Why are they just looking at TikTok here? Anyway, just a thought. Let me see here. I thought I had maybe not here. But let me know what you guys think about this TikTok thing. I think I'm going to do more on this in a little while and dig into it. It doesn't seem innocent to me. I don't trust it. You know, Sonia, thank you, Sonia. Sonia says it's the Restrict Act. It's the Restrict Act redo. And she's skeptical about Johnson too. This morning, I tweeted about Mike Johnson, and this concerns me. You know, when do we ever have bipartisanship? Like, that's suspicious to me. And then it just seems like weird. Okay, this is what I was going to say, because AOC came out and said something on this. And look, this is just weird. AOC came out this morning and said, I'm voting no on the TikTok forced sale bill. This bill was incredibly rushed from committee to vote in 4 days with little explanation. There are serious antitrust and privacy questions here, and any national security concerns should be laid out to the public prior to a vote. I'm like, wait a second. Red flag, red flag. Why do I agree with AOC right now? What is going on here? And then I'm thinking, is this some kind of reverse psychology thing for this TikTok ban? What's going on? And this is just a little bit of conspiratorial thought processing. Okay, don't judge me if you disagree. Let me know in the comments or in the live chat. But that's what I was thinking when I saw this. I was like, why do I agree with AOC right now? And why does Mike Johnson keep on confirming to me that he probably has a little fly, like Mike Pence, the fly? Boop. Seriously, what is going on with this? Why do I agree with AOC? Huh. Come on. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Is this like a psychological campaign where it's like reverse psychology? Like, okay, yeah. Have AOC support it, so then people will think they should support it, or make AOC not support it so people think they should support it, right? That's reverse psychology is what I'm talking about. I don't know, though. Maybe that's just kind of a far out theory. Let me know what y'all think. It's the start of thought policing, Kai says. Ooh. I'm not a TikTok cheerleader, but TikTok gets banned, then all will fall like dominoes. Can't block one without all others going down. Interesting take there, Christy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there should be some kind of other approach. If there's a problem with how much influence China has in various applications like TikTok, I think that there should be other solutions there. But I think that this is just a battle over that control. I don't think it's anything like, oh, we care about you more than China. I don't think that's it. It's like, if you cared about us more than China, why didn't you take care of any of the spy balloons that flew over our country? We just had another one recovered in Alaska a couple of weeks ago that got sent out for an analysis. Yeah. What's up with that? Anyway, that's just my thoughts. I don't know. What do I know? Probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, right? Wouldn't be the first time. I don't know, though, man. So we'll keep our eye on this TikTok thing. Weird. Absolutely weird. Definitely we'll get updates on that very soon. Mary said she had a lucid moment. See, this is the thing. I don't know if she had a lucid moment. I think that this is a very tricky situation. CK Whitehorse, thank you, saying, no, you're right to be skeptical. My side eye is going when they pass anything. Thank you, CK. We're on the same page there. Okay, I'm not alone. That makes me feel better. Thank you. Wowzers. Black Jester, good morning, saying, either they have our best interest at heart, which that's not good. Either they have our best interest at heart, which that's not good, or they are trying to put a condom on the internet. Right. And it reminds me of that old saying in my outro, one of the scariest phrases you could hear is, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Yeah. We're here to help, folks. That's all right. Well, let's get on with it a little bit here. I wanted to talk about something real quick, but first, we better talk about this eclipse before I move on to the rest of this stuff, because it's in the title. I want to address it. There's an eclipse coming up, and this article was going around, and I was talking about it with some people and asking them, like, what's this about? What's going on here? Blue Canaries was talking about it on a space last night too. So here we go. There's a lot. It's a little bit conspiracy-ish, okay? So this is why I'm skeptical naturally. And I have my skeptics here with me, like CK Whitehorse and others. So bear with me. I want to know your thoughts on this situation, if you followed it at all. If not, we're going to talk about it a little bit. There is an eclipse for April 8th, 2024, the Great American Eclipse. You could go to greatamericaneclipse.com to learn more. And there's been reports that people are being told to prepare for the eclipse. And I'm trying to find this article that maybe it's in my... Oh, I don't have that open. I'm not going to do that. Let's just see here. So they're putting out warnings. They're saying, hey, make sure you do all your shopping before the eclipse. In Texas. Here it is. Fall County, Texas puts out a statement about the upcoming eclipse. Let's take a look at this. And I saw this and I was like, oh, come on. This is clickbait. This is a nothing burger, blah, blah, blah. But then I started hearing a little bit more and it starts making me go, what the heck is really going on here? Falls County, this is KWTX News. Falls County encourages landowners to take steps to protect their property during total solar eclipse. And I was like, what are they talking about? Protect their property? Well, it's because of the number of people coming to the area in order to witness this event. Okay, so it's a big eclipse. And that is why they're telling people to prepare, because of the influx of people coming in. It's kind of weird, though, because I've never heard any of this kind of thing for an eclipse. This article says Falls County, Texas. Falls County is getting ready for the influx of visitors for the Great American Eclipse and is encouraging its residents to start taking steps to protect their property during the celestial event expected to draw hundreds of thousands of people to the region. Part of that is making sure residents have all of the information they need and are taking the right precautions. Quote, there's going to be a lot of people from all over the country and the world that are coming here for this, said Fall County Judge Jay Elliott. A lot of local landowners in Central Texas are actually opening up their property to people looking for a place to view or stay during the eclipse. Something they might not consider, however, is making sure they have the right insurance to protect their land and themselves in case of an emergency. Judge Elliott explained that it's not just a, hey, go camp out kind of thing, because it's a little more than that. Not only do landowners have to make sure renters have access to anything they need, they also have to protect themselves in case of damage to their property or an accident in which they could be liable for. So is this really just an article about, like, protect yourself with your insurance if you're having people come over for this event? Maybe it is, and it's being blown out of proportion, but there's more. It says here, quote, if they're going to have people they probably need to talk to a lawyer so they could get a rental agreement, Elliott recommended. It covers them for their negligence and covers them from them trying to sue the landowner. There's a lot of different factors landowners have to consider before allowing people onto their property. And since many locals have no experience with it, the Falls County Emergency Management made a list of insurance, liability, and security information. Okay? So it's just more about liability and whatnot is what they're saying. But is there really, like, so they're having an influx of 100,000. Like, is it really going to strain the supply chain that much to where, like, there's not going to be enough food to go around to where, or is it just like avoid the crowds and, you know, don't go to the store during rush hour. We're just trying to do you a favor. Just get your stuff you need now kind of thing. But because of the nature of eclipses and nature of nature, I think people are like, oh, you know, they start wondering, you know, this is a big eclipse, a big event. Is there something more here? Are we going to see an earthquake? There's a fault line over the path of the eclipse. Right. So here is, I guess, the path, the total solar eclipse, April 8th, 2024. It's going right here over Sinaloa. Wow. So we're going to let this play out. But yeah, people are, like, really concerned about this. This is just the entire path, is it? Let's see here. Texas, here it's entering the United States. It passes right, just clipping San Antonio, right on through Waco, Austin, Waco, and Dallas. Pretty wild, the path at which this is going to be visible. And wow, I mean, this is going to be a remarkable thing. I wish I could be there, but with all this stuff going, I'm actually kind of glad not. So it's also going to go through Little Rock. It's going to go through Kentucky. It's going to go through Indianapolis and Dayton, Ohio. It's going to hit Michigan, not hit. It's going to pass by Michigan, be visible. Rochester, New York, Buffalo, and all the way into the sea after it passes Maine. I guess, is that Greenland? Or Newfoundland and Labrador, and then it's going to go into the ocean. Wow. So anyway, this is from greatamericaneclipse.com. Give us some more information. That was an animation of the moon's shadow across North America. Okie dokie. That's pretty phenomenal. And it's going to be an oddly long eclipse. I think they said like 8 minutes. 99% partial solar eclipse. So yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. A lot of information here if you want to check out more on this. It's somebody sent me something here this morning as well from their area. Let me pull that up real quick. It's over here. So let me see. Let me know. What do you guys think about this? Is this just a nothing burger? Are people being crazy? I kind of had that feeling initially, and then I get this this clipping from a newspaper this morning. Let me see. I've got to. So I haven't confirmed this. I don't know what paper it's from, but it says. I guess I could share you the image that I have. Let me save this so I could share it, or maybe I could put it. No, I can't. Sorry, I apologize. Let me see here. It says the Oklahoma National Guard will have guardsmen present in McCurtain County for the total solar eclipse on April 8th. County Emergency Management Director Cody McDaniel told the commissioner. So let me save this real quick and show you. That's pretty wild. If anybody has information from their area, please share it. But I'm trying to get this visible to you guys. Here we go. All right, check this out. If it'll let me here. Yes, it will. So here's what it says. Yes, as I said, the Oklahoma National Guard will have guardsmen present in McCurtain County for the total solar eclipse on April 8th. It is estimated about 100,000 people may be in the county for the event. The 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit will be housed in Broken Bow, in addition to up to 110 to 150 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers. There will be about 150 other first responders and volunteers, with many staying at either the sports complex in Broken Bow and or the former National Guard Armory in Idabel. McDaniel is seeking food and funding for feeding them. While here, he said the federal government has turned down funding to feed them. The state troopers will be scattered throughout the county, he said. Residents are being urged to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event and to have their fuel tanks full. Some parts of the county could have traffic at a standstill or at least moving very slowly. It's also considered likely that communications facilities could become overloaded, possibly making cell phone calls difficult, if not impossible, during the event. Is this common? Don't we have Super Bowl, or maybe they have infrastructure that can handle it that's different than these other areas? But 100,000 people travel places all the time, right? Think about Las Vegas. Think about LA. You have increases in people all the time, all over the world at big events. Why is this one they're so like, prepare, buy food for 2 weeks, fill up your gas tanks? Oh, we're sending the National Guard just as a precaution in advance. What? Oh, by the way, the communication systems might go down. What? It's just weird. Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. Oklahoma National Guard, McCurtain County. Emergency. I'm going to see if they put anything on the internet. If you know the name of this paper, I'd appreciate it. Anybody? Anyway, eclipse. Yep. Oklahoma.gov 2024 eclipse. Let's see here. Find all 2024 solar eclipse safety and planning information from Oklahoma state agencies. Yeah, they're saying prepare for the event. Wow. Plan your trip, neighboring states, nationwide state preparedness. Let's see what they're saying here. Very interesting. I'm kind of just doing a little bit of research on the fly here. Hope you all don't mind. But this is from oklahoma.gov about the 2024 solar eclipse. They have a section here called Statewide Eclipse Preparedness. And it says multiple state, county, and city agencies have been preparing for months for the 2024 eclipse event on April 8th, 2024. Parts of southeastern Oklahoma will experience a total solar eclipse. Oklahoma is expected to receive an influx of anywhere from 17 to 66,000 visitors to watch the solar eclipse, according to a study conducted by the GreatAmericanEclipse.com. Visitors will likely watch the eclipse within the path of totality, in which the moon will completely block out the sun. This stretches across southeastern Oklahoma. The path of totality will complete over McCurtain County and partially cover Choctaw, Bryan, Otaka, Pushmataha, I don't know how to pronounce these, I apologize, Latimer, and Leflore counties. The town with the longest total eclipse viewing time will be Schultz, Oklahoma, approximately 3 miles east of Idabel, with 4 minutes and 19 seconds of viewing time, according to eclipse2024.org. The eclipse will pass over Oklahoma starting at 1:44 p.m. CDT and end by 1:51 p.m. CDT on April 8th, 2024. The large influx of visitors to southeastern Oklahoma could overwhelm and back up the area's road systems. The major highways in the area are US 70, US 259, and State Highway 3. These roads are mostly 2-lane highways passing through small towns. Residents and visitors to the area should expect increased tourists, increased traffic, maximum capacity in hotels, cabins, and campgrounds, decreased quality of cellular service, delays in supply chains and deliveries, increased emergency response times. Here are some good ways to plan ahead. Schedule errands and appointments 2 to 3 days before the eclipse. Fill up your gas tanks. Buy and stock up on groceries. Have several forms of communication, not only cellular. Be sure to check the weather. If traveling to the area, arrive early, stay put, and leave late. Well, that's weird. Stay here longer. That will be good for our local supply chain that we're saying can't handle it. Safety tips. Don't stop along roadways or the shoulders of roadways. Exit the roadway to view or photograph the event. Don't take photographs while driving. Turn your headlights on. Watch out for pedestrians. Don't pick up hitchhikers. And prepare for congestion on the day before, day of, and the day after the eclipse. State and local authorities are working together to prepare for the event and to keep both visitors and residents safe. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol will have extra troopers in the southeastern part of the state before, during, and after the event. This is legit. What? This is weird. Am I blowing this out of proportion? Is this normal? Is this just, do we see this with other events, or am I noticing something kind of different here? What do you guys think? Seriously. Let's see here. Go to the chats. Christy Beck, biblical 3 days of darkness. I honestly think they are afraid of that. Maybe literal. And if so, wouldn't it be time for this to happen during the eclipse of the last solar eclipse for hundreds of years? I don't know about that. I don't know. I intend to be ignorantly brave, Kai says. It'll take the rapture to get over cigarettes. That's funny. What do you guys think about this, huh? I'm not blowing out of proportion, Christy says. Thank you. Sonia says, I think something is really bizarre is happening. Thank you, Sonia, tuning in over there from X. Yeah, it's really odd. So that's from Oklahoma. And then we have other people ringing these alarm bells. So strange. And then they're like, get insurance. Like, make sure you're insured. And by the way, the system's going to collapse. What? No, they didn't say the system's going to collapse. Okay. They said it could strain the system, and that, well, I guess you could say, I mean, they said that you might not be able to make cell phone calls, so that kind of is a little collapse, but I think it'll be temporary, minor if that happens. But I mean, come on, seriously, I find it hard to just believe, like, I find it hard to believe in general. That's all. I'm skeptical, just playing a skeptic here. Quiet Toad says, I think it could be because the borders are open. Wait, I think you're talking about something else here. It's just more fear porn, Quiet Toad says. Is this, you mean the Eclipse thing is more fear porn? Maybe. That could be it too, dude. Yeah, who knows? Will it be 3 days? That doesn't seem possible. No, the Eclipse will not last for 3 days. It'll just be a few minutes, 4 minutes, right? Princess Lee 8 says, is this the Oklahoma newspaper? The Oklahoma newspaper is this one, and I don't know from which paper it was sent to me by. I guess I could give credit where credit's due. It was sent by, I'd have to check X. Hold on, let me go look. I forget off the top of my head, but yeah, that was it. Hold on. Let me let you know, give credit here, because I appreciate that. And if you have more information, I'd like to know the name of the paper. Ari 432. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about all that. I don't know. I'll just tell you straight up. I don't know. I just find it a little bit odd. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Maybe it is just a way to scare people, right? Maybe Toad's right. Maybe. All right, let's see. Onward here. Let's see what else we got. Well, so we got the TikTok thing. We got the Eclipse thing. This is something I want to talk about. Inner dialogue. Maybe we'll just finish with this. Actually, let me get to that in the end. I'll end on that. Okay. But let's talk about, real quick, just like a lightning round of some stuff here. The Biden administration announced plans to allocate an additional $126 million to Ukraine through the Foreign Assistance Act, kind of taking a new route in order to shove more money at Ukraine. The U.S. approves a $3.5 billion missile sale to Poland. $3.5 billion missile sale to Poland. Wow. We also have AOC in a classified briefing this afternoon, attended by officials from the Biden Justice Department. This is Tucker Carlson, by the way. AOC claimed that Elon Musk committed election interference in 2022 by changing the algorithms on X to alter the results of the midterms that year. So they're already arguing about the election. Go figure. It's going to go both ways. I also saw something that was like 60 something percent of Democrats are going to reject the results if Trump wins the election, the presidential election. I'm just thinking, yikes, that's a lot. It's probably from a poll, though, of like some real far left people. Who knows? But then the same thing on the right, I hear that people are not going to be happy if there's obvious issues. So, I mean, it kind of seems like damned either way, really. And I hope not. I hope it's just smooth. I know that's probably wishful thinking. I hope that everything's just peachy, normal, fair, honest. Oh, wouldn't that be the day? That'll be the day. Anyway, FBI chief tells lawmakers don't panic as terror threats soar due to the border invasion. Yeah, nobody panic. Everything's fine. Yikes. Weird. We had another huge house explosion in the US, and then we had a big explosion in Yanzhou, China as well. And what is up lately? This is like the fourth house explosion this year that I've heard of. And it says dozens of first responders are on the scene in Crescent Township, Pennsylvania, yesterday afternoon after a significant house explosion happened that claimed 2 lives, one being a male and the other 2 and the other being a female. Numerous witnesses have reported feeling the explosion miles away. There is the footprint of the house in the aftermath of this explosion. I mean, it was just completely leveled. It looks like the basement is just there. What the heck happened? I mean, does a gas leak cause that big of an explosion? Oops. Come on, huh? Whoa. And then let me show you this explosion in China, which I found odd. It's not very every day that you hear about an explosion in China. This was last night. Huge explosion at residential building in Yanzhou, China. And there's various footage out there. This one is from a couple locals. And just some aftermath of debris everywhere and fires. And I think there is more footage. Let me see here. This is a residential building, by the way. I remember seeing another video, but maybe they've since cleaned it up. And because, when things like this happen, there's a lot of information going around. And so, no, that's the only footage that we see out there. I don't have any more information on this, but we shall see. Onward here. I do want to take this. I need to share this Falls County story with the Eclipse. It's just so weird. I want to hear what more people are saying, especially people that know about infrastructure. Is this normal? Is this normal? The monoliths are back. Do you guys remember a few years ago where all those mysterious monoliths were just showing up all around the world and they looked like this? Well, here we have more. Mysterious monolith appears out of nowhere on a Welsh hilltop. And it's these weird metal obelisks. It's just probably somebody's put it there, okay? Somebody put it there. I don't know, but let's read a little bit about this article. They're back. It's weird. A strange 10-foot metal monolith suddenly appeared on a hillside in Wales, puzzling the people who live nearby, BBC reported. Walkers discovered the silver gleaming structure on Half Bluff near the town of Hay on Wye in Powys over the weekend, popping up from the mud and towering about 10 feet tall. Many are asking on social media who put it there and why. Some are even wondering if it's from outer space. Yeah, I think it is aluminum, Christy Beck, and I think it's just somebody's doing this. It's probably an artist or whatever. But yeah, we saw this happen a lot. Do you guys remember? In November 2020, people flying a helicopter spotted a monolith in the remote Utah desert in the U.S. However, it vanished just a few days later. Another one appeared atop Glastonbury Tor, an area rich in Celtic mythology, with the words "Not Banksy" carved on its side. Banksy is an artist who does public exhibitions and puts his artwork out there and does weird, cool stuff, whatever. So it could just be an artist or artistes. Locals describe baffling discovery of mysterious metal column on Welsh hillside. Anyway, could just be an art installation. Kai says, yep, it's not well thought out. No, it's fairly simple, but it's kind of interesting. It reminds me of what's that monument that got destroyed? I forget the name of it. Do you guys remember that? I forget. Gosh, Sonia knows. Sonia, you still there? What was that monolith that got destroyed or vandalized? Do you guys remember that? Gosh, it's totally escaping me right now. Come on, y'all know. I'm not moving on until we figure this out. It's on the tip of my tongue. I keep wanting to say Stonehenge. It's not Stonehenge. It's an American monument, and it was destroyed. And it's the one that has like the plan on there to reduce the population and all that. Isn't it that one? The Georgia Guidestones. Yes, Lisa. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. That's what it reminds me of. Thank you, Kai. The Guidestones. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Remember? Jeez, that was weird. Also, so I watched this last night, and Thank you, Penelope, for sharing it with me. It was a story about Emmanuel Macron's wife, Bridget, and allegations that are being made. I'm going to say they're allegations being made, unconfirmed allegations, but seemingly debunked allegations or bunked allegations. I don't know. Allegations have been raised. And Candace Owens did a little analysis on this based on some research that some reporters did. And basically she's saying it seems legit. And she says, like, look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't peddle these wild things, but I do look at some things critically and blah, blah, blah. And she said that there's ample evidence that Emmanuel Macron's wife, Bridget, is a man. And these are just allegations made by this research that was done. And the researchers, journalists, were actually disciplined for this, for invasion of privacy or whatever, something along those lines and whatnot. It's a very interesting story. Candace Owens does a great thing on it. I might look into it further, but it's going to be a while before I do that because all of the supporting research and information is quite extensive. It's going to take me a long time to get through in order to even understand this thing. But if you want to learn more, Candace Owens does a great job of doing that. You can find that online. But boy, that one was interesting. We've also have, gosh, we're out of time, but I did not get a chance to talk about Special Counsel Robert Hur, which, you know what? Why don't we do a show on this later, perhaps tonight, and I could give more information about that. But if you want to know now, seems like good news coming from Special Counsel Robert Hur, basically saying, yeah, Biden lied, and he did have classified materials after he was vice president and was just a citizen. And it's not good for Biden, let's put it that way. But also, people are pointing out, like, yeah, it seems great at face value, but why isn't anything being done if all these crimes have occurred, right? So that's kind of the situation there. And I get it. But there's a lot of video and whatnot there, and it is continuing to develop as well. So I'm going to keep on that story and let you know more as we go on. You guys, if you want to support me, you can subscribe on YouTube for $2.99. You get some perks. You get some perks in the live chat and for streams like this. And that goes a long way into helping me keep my stuff going. And I really, really appreciate that. And I love doing this and making content. So thank you for everybody who has became a member over there. There's a link in the description to do that and join to become a VIP member. Shout out to all y'all who have done so. I appreciate it. And if you want to be VIP plus, you can dictate what I make videos on. So, some of you wanted me to make that. Left Maryland who wanted me to make the crypto one. Yeah, Left wants to be the crypto one. So if you guys wanted that and you're like, we want that, you want to just make sure you get the content you want. Plus, it's fun. Become a plus member. I think I'm back. Gosh. Okay, so all I was saying is please become a VIP member on YouTube if you want to support me. If you become a VIP plus member, you can dictate what content I create. You're always anybody could make suggestions, but the VIP plus members are going to get priority on any any content that they want to see next, whatever it may be. But Left Maryland, I think we will do a little bit on crypto here. Why not? And thank you all so much for joining me on YouTube and everywhere else. You guys rock. And Christy, I'll send you some lunch money. I forgot to do that Monday. You're so funny. Thank you so much for your support, Christy. I appreciate that. Some lunch money. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. That really it is so phenomenal. Thank you, CK Whitehorse, for the donation over there on Pilled. I really appreciate that. Thanks. No, thank you. Mary says, for enough money, I can be your boss. Oh my gosh. Mary, when you put it that way, that's awkward. Thank you, Black Jester. Thank you, Forrest. Oh, Forrest said, and where is Kate Middleton? Oh my gosh, just another weird thing in this wild wonderland. I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. Interesting stuff. I appreciate you all. Again, turn on those notifications. If you can't support me by becoming a member on YouTube and you don't care for that stuff or whatever, there's other ways to support me. The number one way is just to watch and like and comment your thoughts and share and that kind of thing. Literally just watching is phenomenal. So thank you everybody who does tune in. I appreciate you all tremendously. And we're going to keep this ball rolling every single day, every single night, every single weekend until who knows, as long as we can. That's the goal here. Yeah, I know that was my internet connection, Christy. Sorry about that. But that's it, folks. We got to get on with our days. Go do you. Have a great day. Contact me on X if you need to. I'll be around. Take care. God bless and Godspeed.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
2024 may be the year of a black swan event.
The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.